Facing me.
I don't know. Let me see.
Fix that. I don't want people seeing my face.
I'm trying to see. Oh, turn the camera.
Fix your leg too.
All right, here. She's doing the back bend. Are we live?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I don't know what happened to the last video, but
I don't see where people are coming on yet.
all right. Facebook ain't on my live.
It's live. Look right here. I know. I ain't had my tea in 2 days. Woke up late yesterday. Today. Rushed yesterday and got nothing done.
Did we hit live yet? Are we live? Is there anyone yet? Well, I think, yeah, some people watch. It's okay.
There we go.
It's okay. All right. It's okay. It's okay. It's
Okay, you're back on live.
All right. So I don't know what happened before, but I always say real quickly, but I'm serious this time. Real quickly, let me go into a few things. Look at this. This is a mineral-rich baby. I had my divine iron 3 times a day, every day. I never missed a beat. Look at this girl. Okay? Tell him. Talk to him. Tell him. Like, y'all know I went 42 weeks. For whoever doesn't know, but I'm sure most of you do. I went 42 weeks pregnant, which that is the average length of time is 41 weeks. Okay? So stop letting your doctor bully you or pressure you into getting an induction, which they say, for instance, after 40 weeks, there's a danger that the baby may do this, they may do this. Okay, no, I don't want to hear that. Because if you take the baby out of the environment, which is your uterus, your womb, that it should grow in, why would we take it out prematurely and think that this environment is suitable for them when it wasn't finished growing? 42 weeks is ideal. I've heard women going 43 weeks. So why? I'm done with. Okay, yeah, I got it. But 42 weeks. Another thing that we're missing: Pitocin drugs the baby, epidural drugs the baby. We've touched on that. We have to understand they have a lot of times that the ultrasound. I was doing a lot of research on ultrasounds. 8 times out of 10, they're not even correct. So you have a lot of women, and this was a study done. You have a lot of women that abort the baby and terminate the baby because they think that the pregnancy, that the baby holds some type of defect, and during that autopsy, it was incorrect. So we're murdering babies. We're doing certain things that we don't even need to do. Having a healthy diet is your main goal. If you want home birthing tips, because like I keep saying, I'm not going to tell somebody who's slinging down Popeyes in churches every night to think that they won't have any complications if they choose to do a home birth. But if you are taking care of yourself, nurturing that baby, lots of fruit, lots of vegetables, lots of minerals, remember, the vegan diet is incomplete because, yes, our ancestors used to do it. The soil is not the same, okay? The water is not the same. Plastic. Come on. This is a joke. You know what I'm saying? The food is incomplete. So you have to be, why are you looking like that, man? You have to be very, very, and have a complete vegan diet. I wanted to touch about the nutrient deficient vegan. Okay? The camera is not on her, mama.
No, but then she's halfway up. Oh, I don't think so. Everybody's saying she's gorgeous.
She is. This is.
They want to see her too and hear you.
So of course I was raw. I would say like 80%. Cause I'm gonna keep it real with y'all. I ate some cooked food more than I ate when I'm not pregnant. So I was alkaline vegan and I cheated with a few not alkaline foods. But the main important thing that was most important for me was making sure that she was allowed to grow properly. And that was having my fruit in the morning, having my tea 3 times a day, having my salad. I can't even focus because the babies are so cute. But what I'm trying to say is it's very, very important. There are a lot of vegans and even alkaline vegans, and my girl Eli touched on this. She was basically saying that, what are we doing here? Because I didn't want to say it, but she said it, so I'm like, perfect. We frying fruit, Come on, that's so disrespectful to your
doing.
body, to the creator, to nature, to fry
was
fruit.
trying to do what I was doing.
What are we doing? Frying fruit? That is just so unacceptable.
See?
So we frying fruit. We have alkaline vegans that never touch a salad. So where is your raw food? I can't even focus. Where is your raw food? Where is all your vitality? There is a thing called, and then you have a lot of vegans that say, well, I went vegan and I almost died. I bet if you was eating the Impossible Burger, soy replacements of meat, and never touching the fruit, never touching salad, and never drinking your mineral. It's not just because I sell herbs. Because I always say to y'all, if it's cheaper, go somewhere else and buy your herbs. As long as they're not radiated and they're organic. And the source you can trust, because they have a lot of people selling phony herbs. So it's not for me to make money. I'm trying to tell y'all the importance of minerals in the world we live in today. You get your fruit from overseas or wherever it may be. They have to cool that fruit in order to keep its vitality. So right then and there, you've lost some electricity. You have children, vegan children, who have a lot of deficiencies because it's not a complete meal. There has to be fruit. There has to be water. Let's talk about that really quick, because I'm not going to be on live all day. I'm not playing. Eczema, asthma, low amniotic fluid. Yes. All of this is related to lack of water. And when you think to yourself, oh, I've been drinking a lot of water. No, you haven't. Spring water is the best water. I haven't done enough research to see if distilled water is where we're headed at this point. But you have to make sure there's enough water. Don't give your kids juice. There's nothing in there. Unless you sit in that house and squeeze that juice yourself. You talking about Sunny Delight. They ain't got no vitamin in that. That's
junk.
I can't really say. All of that's junk food. And yet you feel comfortable saying that it's junk food and putting it into a body that's your temple. That's made to survive out here. Made to live. So it's very important. Then I see a lot of vegans giving their children candy. Cane sugar is not vegan. I'm not fussing at y'all. I'm not telling you don't eat it here and there.
How much water should we drink a day?
At least a gallon. And don't talk about if you pregnant. That's what I forgot to tell you. All these cramps y'all having in y'all legs and y'all. Now y'all saw how big my belly got. Why my back wasn't hurting. Why my legs wasn't cramping. Why I wasn't like, oh God, Jesus, get this baby out of me, because I was mineral rich. Because I made sure I had at least 2 gallons of water a day. That's how serious it is. If you put that sun in the plant, I didn't put the sun in the plant. Girl, I didn't get much sleep because I was working on y'all orders. And by the way, we are cut up to 1-day shipping. So what's going out tomorrow is the 7, 8, maybe the 9 if I can handle it, because that's a lot. But 7 and 8 goes out tomorrow. We're doing awesome. So anyway, because she getting bigger and she's starting to sleep now. But because she always slept good at night. I'm
Finish
talking about
with the water with the sun.
Likes to stay. This is divine. If we're out, she wants to see everything. It's hard for her to sleep because she is so in tune with this life. So anyway, if you have a plant, that plant's going to die if you do not give it enough water. And you have a lot of y'all who have bad habits of dehydrating your organs with alcohol. Ooh, girl, where you going? Where you going? You ready for some milk? And yes, I do breastfeed on live, and I do breastfeed in my pictures because I'm trying to send a message if y'all haven't noticed. This is the milk. You stop sexualizing the breast. It's a feeding tool, period. Okay, so anyway, which one? Is it this one? Yeah, baby. So anyway, okay. So if you put a plant and y'all gave it all this stuff that y'all give these poor children, they would die. The plant would die.
How much tea did you drink a day, and how many can you drink per day at a time?
Okay, so once you purchase the tea, you will get instructions. But say, for instance, you're doing it independently. You can have that tea 3 times a day. Okay, I took the Divine Iron. She always do that, Mama. It's no emergency. I took the Divine Iron and Golden Goddess, and I mixed them together. 1 teaspoon of each, which I'm not going to lie, I did more than that. Because I tell y'all 1 teaspoon because y'all probably not used to herbs like that. I'm used to it already. I took it before I was pregnant. I probably did maybe 2 teaspoons to an 8-ounce cup of water of each. And I drunk it 3 times a day. I put it in this. And I just drunk it throughout the day. I still do that now, which I haven't been taking care of myself like I usually do with teas and working out, because it's not her fault, but this is what I'm talking about. So, and then it wouldn't be so hard if I didn't have the business and was homeschooling.
Okay.
And so I want y'all to understand that too. I know that I'm running a business, true enough. But I want y'all to feel me mother to mother. I want that same love, that same sisterhood, that same respect, because a lot of y'all, well, that's not professional. Well, guess what? I don't know who made up the word professional, but that's not even in my language. That's not even in my ancestors' language. What is professional? What's going on right now is I have a business and I have a baby. And mother to mother, like, we supposed to feel that. We supposed to understand that. I'm not ignoring you. Most of the questions you can find on the website anyway. When I do go in the inbox and I see that you got, I've been messaging you, and it's like,
She keeps saying, Mom.
it's on the website.
Text on
So
my phone, say we on live.
just give me that love that I would give any other person who says, okay,
Destiny.
I don't want to work for this person, I want to work for myself, but I'm nurturing.
There's
and I
two
expect that love from y'all. I expect that sisterhood from y'all, because it's something that I would give the same. So there's not a piece of my heart that is just like, oh, forget all these women. Never. If anything, I feel like I will wear myself thin to love y'all, to give y'all this information, to sell my teas to y'all. And I feel like y'all helping yourself when y'all purchase the teas. So we're doing like an even exchange, but just love me, just bear with me, just be kind to me. And I do appreciate that. And it's nothing more that I wouldn't give back to you all, because it's necessary for me to nurture her. I have to. And I'm nurturing y'all like I love y'all too. I'm nurturing y'all too. But please be with me. Be kind to me, because some of y'all just be so mean. But anyway, there's a question. She put the thumbs up in the middle of the camera. I can't. What's the question?
Somebody asked, how long does it take to get pregnant on the teas, as well as someone who has 5 teas and want to know if you can drink them at one time.
Now, when you're dealing with 5 different teas, you can do this. You can mix them all together and put it in this, and this is your 3 times a day. You don't have to make this 3 times a day, and you can. You don't have to. You can do that. You can put all 5 together in that. For each one to get pregnant, that's different, because my mom may not have the situation that I have. You know what I'm saying? She may not have. Everybody's going to be different. It depends on consistency, which I don't see a lot of people do. I see a lot of people come to me, the tea is not working, I go, because I do care. I want to see, I want to get in there. I wish I could actually sit some of y'all down and look at y'all face to face to see, okay, the man is the problem, because the universe literally has given me that power to say, oh, it's her, oh, it's him, oh, she's infertile, she has this chance. I promise y'all, I don't know where it comes from. Maybe I'm just a healer, but that has begun to happen where I can look at the picture and see who it is. So, and when people don't get pregnant off the tea, I continually reach out, well, how are we doing with the diet? Have we changed? And I'll go back to the order history to see, and it's like, okay, well, she only purchased 2 sets of tea, and this was 3 months ago. Sis, that's clockwork. You got to get in your system, because y'all believe in medication. You believe that if you don't take your medication, your pressure going to shoot up. Placebo effect, but anyway.
Can you reuse the teas?
No, you cannot. I would do a face mask. If you reuse it, because for instance, like with I wanted to touch on this. Okay, so like once the heat hits the herbs, it releases the medical properties. That's why you have to cover the tea after you make it. And then you strain it. So then you can use it, maybe put it on your face. Other than that, it doesn't really hold any vitality after that. So, no, not really. You can't really reuse it. I'm sorry.
Here's another question. Someone said the video cut off when you were speaking about weight loss. Can you touch on that again?
I'm trying to, okay, so weight loss, you're going to have to make some changes to your diet. I do have a tea, the Gentle Detox package, which suppresses your appetite, blah, blah, blah. So let's talk about food addiction. That's not easy. There's a couple of things that happen as we begin to change our diet. 1, the body craves whatever in the bloodstream. 2, as you begin to change your diet, the liver releases the old enzymes of the foods that was already there. So then you like, oh my God, I want this, I want that. You have to be strong. Herbs assist during that process. This is where the herbs come in at. They assist in the mind game that food has played on our brain because it's serious. Food affects the happy part of the brain. People want to eat when they're happy. Some people want to eat when they're sad. I was like that too. A very emotional eater. If I'm happy, we going to eat. If I'm sad, we double eating. So, you know, it takes a lot of discipline. And
and what's wrong with you?
and food is good. Also, I wanted to touch on, y'all know I'm doing this seminar now. If you're in the New Orleans area, if your daughter is menstruating, bring her. It doesn't matter if she's 9, doesn't matter if she's 10, doesn't matter 11, 12. Bring her. Girl, you is the Hulk. How, y'all? 3 months going on a genius. Do you hear what I'm saying? Now, where her head, that's another story now.
Hey, it's coming, baby.
But anyway, bring your young ones. I even want you all to begin. Harvey, you can't have the tea yet. You got to get it through my breast milk, Divine. So,
how do you send your teas to Africa?
Because I ship internationally through the post office. Bring your children. Teach your young girls about womb care. That is the engine. That is the portal to a woman's entire life. That is so serious. And we also want to talk about the things that you're doing before you get pregnant and the things your mate is doing before you get pregnant. Okay, we've all heard the story where things pass on genetically. That is a fact. You can pass on a defective gene. That is true. How many times have we heard, my mama had bad menstrual cramps and she bled heavy and so do I? How many times have we heard you act just like your daddy? How many times have we heard heart disease runs in the family? In a sense, that is true. Whatever state you are in when you conceive, or whatever state that sperm is in when you conceive, you pass that genetic gene trait to the child, defect or not. So we're talking about, okay, before I had Divine, I was drinking the baby boom. No, I didn't have trouble getting pregnant, but the baby boom is what you need for overall womb health. So I was just making sure my uterus was royalty, okay? So by me doing that, I had a good egg quality. So for instance, any genetic defects that I had in the past, they're not going to really pass on to her because I cleansed my womb. I detoxified my womb. I was nurturing my egg. I was nurturing my cervix. And then once I got pregnant, I began to nurture my body and nurture the baby. And now I'm breastfeeding, so I got to do that and do that. Yes, question?
What's the combo of teas to increase fertility?
Oh, Divine, you pick up that glass. While we on live, and we going to have to run from them people trying to get you, girl. Okay? But anyway, the pregnancy,
she's asking about a combo tea for fertility.
If you was on birth control, blood purifier, a lot of times, a lot of women can't get pregnant because they have dirty blood. This woman came up to me the other day. She was 27, and you know, you don't really want to offend people. And she said, well, I can't get pregnant, and I could see the lime green in the whites of her eye. And instantly, I knew her liver was destroyed. She had liver issues, and you cannot get pregnant with a certain amount of liver issues. The body is very intelligent. The liver has to work extra hard once you're pregnant. The kidneys, everything, the heart. So it's like we can't conceive in this condition, and if we do conceive, I'm going to miscarry because there's no sense. We're not going to be able to go no further than this. Somebody's going to die. So the baby going to have liver issues, or the mom's not going to be able to make it. So you have to make sure. And here's another thing about the combination of my teas. When you're taking teas constantly like that, you have to have at least one ingredient to nourish the liver. Why? Because you're going to be putting a lot of work on the liver as you're drinking the tea. So you want to make sure whoever is selling you teas, or if you're taking teas independently, that you're doing enough research to make sure you're doing it right. Every tea combination has to have a tea that nourishes the liver, unless it's something gentle. Stinging nettle, no, you don't need something that nourishes the liver because stinging nettle already does it anyway. It's that nourishing.
And then hang up.
Elderberry is that nourishing. So, you know, but when you're dealing with the big boys, something like maybe what's a big boy? Because I try not to use harsh herbs, but sometimes black walnut could seem to be a little harsh. Ginger could even seem to be a little harsh. Use other combinations in your teas for nourishment.
I have another question. Is the sperm vitality the only tea that men should drink? Like, can a man drink the blood purifier tea, laugh out loud, or the allergy relief
that's not
tea?
funny, girl. Let me tell you something. Y'all better hold these men accountable, okay?
They can drink all the teas.
For all that sperm that's shooting in your royal uterus, and their stuff is awful. Okay, let me tell you how I feel about my kitty cat and my uterus. Baby, no, it's royal up in there. We can't get garbage men penises. Because I was about to say D-I-C-K. You have to be careful. So, a lot of people get upset when I say that the man have to be on the same page. You don't got to get mad with me, get mad at him. Because it's hindering you too. Okay, so if BV is a bad bacteria in the gut, and it's only released when you have sex, suspicious, right? If he putting his semen in you, is that a bad bacteria in the lining of your gut system? Pay attention. Y'all got to pay attention. Some of this stuff, we don't even have to read in books. Once you begin to understand the body and understand herbs, you understand everything. And that's what it is.
Right.
The semen is going directly in the cervix. You got a bad line. You keep getting BP back to back every time you have sex. So it's connected to sex. So he can drink everything. I will put him on everything, okay? Because these men got to do better. Put him on that sperm vitality. Put him on. He can do anything but the baby boom. Practically everything is for him. Cleanse his blood if he just finished eating pork. Or he smoked 80 blunts a day, which killing his sperm anyway. Put him on that blood purifier. Okay? Yeah, because it's still circulating. You want to cleanse that blood. Put him on divine iron. Because even if you do conceive and you doing all the work, he give you the sperm, your egg. That's another fiction fact. That's another. They say that the sperm choose the egg. Scratch, lies, and garbage. The egg eats the sperm. She choose which one she made. Out of his 7 billion and only one get there.
So it's not a race.
Okay?
It's basically a decision.
It's a decision. Okay?
So it's not a race.
It's not a race, it's a decision. She chooses. It's a sort of a dance that goes on. When you have sex, there's musical tunes. The uterus start making sounds and the penis and all. Girl, it's such a sacred act. That's why you can't just give your treasure box to anybody. I'm serious.
Okay.
It took me a while to understand that. Okay? So I'm not judging. You'll get there one day because I'm a woman too. And if y'all think I haven't been down that road, you're sadly mistaken. I done made some not so good decisions. But
I got another question.
Yeah, what's the question?
What can I do if I had my tubes tied for over 20 years and I want to have a baby?
You can try. Here's the beautiful thing about a woman's body. And I always say this. You know that her body always tries to conceive? Literally, this is what you hear for. That's why when y'all tell me to make a birth control, no, not happening. Okay? I am the fertility goddess. Come to me if you want to get pregnant. Come to me even if you're not, and I still might get you pregnant. Okay? So you better watch it. The body always tries to become
Talk
pregnant.
to me,
This
sis.
is how intelligent your body is.
390-1870.
Either way, he got the best vegan food. No, it ain't alkaline. Okay, but he got the best vegan food in. Ooh, okay. Anyway, so you ever heard of tubes becoming unraveled? Or they'll have holes that poke in the tubes so that the egg could be released. That's how hard your body wants it. So what I say, why not help the body out? Why not get the herbs in there and just go for it? Like, here's my thing. Because I'll be in Chicago. Ooh, if y'all definitely want to check this out, please go to the Medicenter, Chicago.com. Please.
I got another question.
Talk about. Okay, so I'm going to be in Chicago August 9th through the 11th. So my Illinois family, you better come see me. I'll be at an event called the Superhuman
Hey, this is Lynette,
Experience.
Krystal's mom.
Really? The the Chicago Meta Center. I can't wait to attend this class. Y'all think I'm like, think I can fly. Now I'm going to be flying when I come back from this little seminar. So definitely, if you could afford, the tickets are $65, come sit in that class with me. I'm not speaking, but of course, you know, I'll talk to y'all after. But come see that class. Like, change your life. Everything, it all starts with the food, but then you begin to realize that there's so much more. So much more. Can we be telepathic? Can we do certain things that our bodies were so clean back in the day that our ancestors really have told stories about? So I want to see. I want to be able to manifest and have the right mindset to manifest anything I think about. So I'll definitely be at that class. I'm super excited. You mad? You mad at your mommy? You mad at your mommy? You had the baby.
Can we take a couple of more questions?
Of course we can.
Any extra tea for tubal blockage? Currently doing baby boom and fibroid fighter. Should there be an extra one?
If you she said she got block tubes or tired?
She have tubal blockage, so she's on the
Okay,
fibroid fighter
yeah.
and
do baby boom plus if you have to.
And a baby
here's
boom.
the thing. Oh my God. Do not get discouraged. How can I explain this?
I had a pen right there.
If it took you 25 years of bad food to get sick, do not think that you can just heal overnight and you mad from one month's worth of tea and you ain't pregnant. Some women will take less. Maybe this woman never drunk coffee. Okay? That put her way at the top too. Maybe she ain't never smoked a reefer. Maybe she ain't never drunk alcohol. But her womb just went cold. She got a better chance than you if you drunk alcohol, did caffeine, was a sugar. So take your time. Be consistent. Here's the thing. If you take the teas for 4 months straight, every day, 3, and you finally get pregnant in that 6 month, after you take it for 6 months, and you wanted to give up, 6 months later, you still wouldn't have been pregnant opposed to 6 months of hard work and you're pregnant. You understand what I'm saying? Even when we're dealing with cancer, autoimmune disease, some people find it easier to just take the medication opposed to fasting for 30 days. Your life is on the line. I had one girl say on one of my testimonies, too bad I don't like tea. Well, you must don't want a baby, sis. Because guess what? If I can't have no baby and I didn't like tea, I'm going to start liking it today. One thing outweighs the other. You have to want it bad. You know what I'm saying? You have to want it bad. And again, I'm not selling myself. Do whatever other fertility thing you want to do, but be consistent. Well, I'm saying herbs. Be consistent. Be consistent. That is the key. That is the key. And also, I wanted to know, they have 2 herbs, one of which is known to be the best female tonic in the world during my research, and another one that comes second to that. Now, the only reason I'm not naming them is because I don't want to give y'all my formula. Like, you know what I'm saying? Unfortunately, I would. But money is the way we live now, and I have to live like I got 3 kids. I ain't begging y'all for no service, but I can't just give y'all my work for free. It takes a lot of time for me to research this stuff. And so, one of them is $98 a pound. Okay? And the other one is $40 a pound. Now, if I make this concoction, it will be like the most powerful fertility tea I have. And you probably more than guarantee to get pregnant. But it's like, I don't really know what to do. It's gonna have to be $45 a bottle. There's not gonna be able to get around that because I have to. The only reason I hadn't put it in my other ones is because it was so expensive. But then I'm thinking to myself, okay, maybe some women can afford to do this. I don't know. So maybe I'll put it out there. Y'all let me know. It would be called, I guess, Baby Boom Supreme. But
well, what do you want to call it, Divine, with that look? Now, here's what Antique said. She said she made him drink some blood purified tea, and he looked at her crazy. That's funny.
They always do. And, of course, like, I ain't going to say they always do because I don't be wanting to sound like a sexist or that I'm some type of feminist. I do believe in the black family. Like, it's very important, okay? So, I'm saying
you should try. What tea should I start to help with infertility?
We have to lead the men. We have to lead the men, not in that sense of like, oh, but with certain things. They go with you. You cook the food. They go with what you do. You know what I'm saying? So.
Why are you being fussy right now, Divine? Divine.
She
Come on,
was okay
baby.
when I turned her my way, when I was sitting.
Come on, baby.
Hey, Divine.
So infertility would be baby boom or baby boom plus.
Yeah, depending on your issue.
Right. If
You
there's
know, hey, girl. Hi. You're so beautiful. You're so awesome. Any other questions, Mom? So, yeah, get the men drinking the tea. I need to start promoting more of the men because we need to get them on board. What? I know.
discuss about PCOS.
Polycystic
I truly
ovarian
believe birth
syndrome.
control caused it. A lot of women have been telling me that they felt like birth control caused the PCOS.
And if you felt like birth control caused it, birth control caused it. I was on birth control for 5 years, and to this day, not to this day because I repaired it, but it would give me heart pains. And I was saying to myself, I started Googling. This is before I knew anything. See, I was always a research junkie in general. So I was like, and then I started seeing cases of 21-year-old women catching stroke from birth control. Oh, hell, that was the last day I took it. The last day I took it. Birth control is a weapon in our society. A weapon, okay? That's how serious it is. Look, this is so serious, Divine, stop talking. Right. Tell them. It is a deadly weapon to your body, to your uterus. Then a lot of y'all gonna come with the question, well, what we do if we want to prevent getting pregnant? Maybe you don't have sex. Maybe you tell him to pull out. Maybe you track your ovulation. Maybe you get the little test from Walmart to track your ovulation if you don't know when you're ovulating. Even if you're not menstruating. I do not menstruate. This is another huge thing that we go through. Some ladies get my tea and they say, I haven't menstruated in 8 years and I took your tea and I started bleeding. And then that's a congratulations for them. And then women will come in and say, well, I thought the menstrual cycle wasn't normal. It's not normal from the way you guys are bleeding. You should be able to free flow. There should be no amount of blood unless you're using the bathroom. That's the blood that comes. You wipe yourself, that's it. You shouldn't have to wear no tampon or no pad. You hemorrhaging. If all that blood fell out your eyes, you'll think it's a problem. Let it fall out your uterus and you let the doctor tell you you're cleansing.
Wow.
When has it ever been appropriate to lose that amount of blood? I would love to know. You want to talk to Joaquin? Yeah.
Talk to your cousin.
Woo.
Talk
Let
to
us see the pictures on the wall.
Bye-bye.
It has never been that. Really, Mama?
Bye-bye.
Oh, my God. Where's Destiny now?
No, baby, I love doing this.
So
you got 3 more questions, too, when you're
it has
finished.
never been that appropriate. So when they get their menstrual cycle back from taking my teas, that's a cleansing process. Because, one, we don't know what's going on. We don't know how their diet is. She's not saying, oh, I'm an alkaline vegan and have lost my menstrual due to eating well and now it's come back. That's totally different. Totally different. When you have lost it because eggs are piled up due to PCOS, that's a problem. That's what we're talking about. It's talking about regaining the menstrual from losing it in a very toxic way because your eggs are stuffed up and your blood, your uterus is not constricted and you have clots stuck everywhere, opposed to, oh, I eat so well. And then I had this argument. I had women to make fun of me. And I just would love to see how they would feel about who I am now. They said to me, oh, it was this girl from New Orleans saying that menstrual cycles are not real. And I just knew she was an idiot. I just knew because Louisiana has the worst education. Well, sis, I didn't read this in the books. So I guess they don't apply to me. I didn't read it in the school books, should I say. So education, that point don't apply to me. So anyway, there, for instance, like, oh, how do we describe it? Okay, so we know that the egg is the size of a grain of sand. So when you lose that, and then they also say you're shedding your endometriosis lining. Why is your lining so thick that there's pools of blood like that? That's not factual. The name period comes from the period being a dot, a single line. Even if you go do some research, the health line will tell you that you're bleeding way too much if you bleed over 2 to 3 teaspoons of blood. So what they telling you? You see what I'm saying? So losing a menstrual takes a lot of work. You have to, the body has to be cleansed. It has to be a raw diet. You have to be drinking tea. Let me tell y'all. Then they said you couldn't get pregnant without menstruating. And boom, I had divine. So it's like, I'm tired of y'all going to these OBs. Well, do whatever you want. Let me not say that. I'm not understanding how we put so much care in our sacred uterus or sacred vaginas and cootie cats in the hands of, I won't even say it like that, men to open us up and stick their tools in us and check us with that Q-tip. We have to understand about that whole process. Psychologically, none of that is right. None of that makes any sense. Like, we're being destroyed. Go ahead, Ma. You got to fall asleep back there. Because she didn't heard it 1,600 times again. Stop wearing drawers. The brides are natural. Krystal The Womb Advocate. No, I'm serious. Drawers is suffocating the flow. Tampons is suffocating the flow. Let's talk about clots real quick, and then I'm going to answer questions.
Yeah, this one
Clots do not always come from fibroids. Clots do not always come from cysts. Clots is when the uterus does not constrict properly and does not produce enough blood thinning hormones, which you're supposed to. Everything works like clockwork. You're supposed to produce these hormones that thin the blood. You're supposed to produce oh goodness, I forgot. You're supposed to basically contract. Once the uterus stops contracting on its own, the clots form because the blood doesn't pass, it sticks. Once the uterus doesn't produce that hormone, because the blood, for you to thin the blood, it sticks. So you get a lot of women on my teeth, and all those clots that was just stuck in their uterus, preventing their uterus from working properly, preventing them from getting pregnant, they start passing. Block, block. Because what my teeth does is tone the uterus. Not make it constricts, but tones it. Muscle. Okay? There's a difference. The same thing with, you can't drink red raspberry leaf tea if you've had miscarriages in the first trimester. No. Red raspberry tea tones the muscle, not makes it contract. There's totally two different things. Okay? So we tone in the uterus, which allows the uterus to balance the hormone. We balance in the hormones, which allows it to work efficiently. What's a working efficiently uterus? A uterus that's producing a balanced hormonal state, thinning the blood during your time of menstrual so it doesn't just stick in you. Can you imagine you not going crazy? Can you imagine you not having painful intercourse or not feeling like you have this huge waste in your uterus? That can psychologically mess with you. When you just have clots of old blood just stuck there. That's a problem. So, clots are due to hormonal imbalance, fibroids, cysts, PCOS, and a womb that is not constricting properly, and it's not constricting properly because the hormones are imbalanced. Okay?
There you go in a nutshell, right?
All right, so what's the other question?
Nadia says, so what do you suggest? 41 weeks, 6 days. Cervix is 2 centimeters, but no signs of labor. Induction scheduled for 42 weeks, 1 day. Didn't want to get induced, but baby isn't coming.
Baby, you're technically supposed to be pregnant for 41 weeks.
She's 40. Yeah, she's
right, 41
41.
is 6 days. Most of the time,
They're going to induce at 42 weeks.
Why? Why are we doing that? Why? Like, I'm sorry, it just makes me so upset. Have they ever sat you down and explained to you what Pitocin does to your baby? Pitocin actually stalls labor. What are we doing here? Have we not trusted enough in our bodies to believe that if we did what we were supposed to do by that baby, that nature would never allow a baby to just get stuck in there? I'm serious. Like, so you're going to go a year being pregnant? You know what I'm saying? You can go 42. You can go 43. I haven't heard of, here's the studies that I've seen. Even when a woman has went past a certain point, not interfering with daily drugs was better than letting it flow. So I mean, that's just a decision. What can she do? She has to wait on the baby. She's dilated 2 centimeters.
Just 2.
You said there was no signs of labor. That's labor. The cervix is not going to begin to open if the baby is not on its way out, babes. So there's a impatient energy that the people who deliver our babies come with. Because to your husband, he's excited. To your mother, she's excited. To your sister, they're all waiting the arrival of the baby. To your doctor, you're his 70th patient. He ready to go home. This is why once you give birth, they push on your stomach like this and do this and pull a placenta out you. When it has up to 2 hours to come out. What's the problem? I guess they're ready to go home. Right?
She said alive, keep jumping as you moving. Can you provide the Chicago date again and the name of the class?
All right, you want to go on, first of all, real quick, the Meta Center is fire, okay? I'm not sure if any of y'all know about the dangers of 5G. It's like we're in a huge microwave. I am on the website so much. He gave me my own coupon code, okay? And he said let anybody use it, so I'm assuming that's all of y'all. So it's Krystal with a K, 2020. And that's the coupon code for free shipping. There's a magnetic block. Now I keep telling y'all, no virus can survive in a magnetic field. Iron is magnetic. Get it, have enough iron, you don't have no sickness. There's a magnetic block. I had a crook in my neck this morning because I got to sleep with the iron like this. It's a mess. I put it on a block. Not 5 minutes, 3 minutes, gone. You talking about inflammation? Now oh my God. Don't not take care of yourself and go get this stuff and be like, oh, when I just eat this turkey, I'm going to put it right here to be better. No, don't do it. So you want to do, I want to show them the plate, but I'm not at home. I'm in my sister's house. I bought a plate. It's a huge plate. And you can put stuff on it to release the negative matter. My sister put her weed on it. I ain't even going to lie, y'all. She said that's the cleanest smoke she ever had.
Oh, you play too
much.
I said,
girl, you was a bad girl. But anyway, I was putting my water on it. We tasting the water. It's like crisp and clear. You put your hand on it, the energy flowing through. Basically, my family is obsessed with the plate. Obsessed. But anyway, so it's the Meta Center, META Center, Chicago.com. And I think you go on special events or special reserves, and they're going to have this superhuman training class. And it's $65. It's from 10 to 4:30. And it's August 10th. I'll be there. I bought my plane ticket already. I purchased the ticket for my mama, my daughter. The only reason I can't bring Harmony is because she's not going to sit from 10 to 4:30. It's not going to happen. So I have to leave early, and I can't stand that. But I'll be there. I'm so excited. When I do my next live, I'm going to be like flying in the air.
All right, here's another question.
What?
Is it possible to have a natural birth after a previous C-section?
Bingo, yes. Okay, so we have to take what I suggest, because there's a risk of tearing in the area that you was cut. But if you laying on your back, how much does that increase opposed to you squatting? When you squatting, you're opening that region up for baby to slide down. When you're laying on your back, you pushing that area where you got cut, and it's gonna bust open. Do it right. Do it right. Don't be pressured.
Oh, you moving the table.
Don't be pressured to go by what they're saying. You can do this. You can do this. I know one girl who did 5 C-sections, still did a VBAC. You can do it. You let them know your birth plan. I'm going to squat to give birth. I do not want to be on my back. You will not check the, you can give it to me, I can feed her. You do not check my baby's heart rate while I'm lying on my back. That is a fact. And they're going to say to you, oh, why? Why don't you want to lay on your back? First of all, they need to mind their business because it's your body. But then you need to let them know, hey, I thought that when I'm lying on my back, the baby's heart rate drops because I'm suppressing my vena cava, whatever. So you need to let them know. If we go into 85% of women who sleep on their back past the first trimester have stillbirths, why are we giving birth on our back? Come on, people. Let's use the good common sense that the Creator has instilled in us. We are being fooled. We are having sunglasses pulled and draped in front of our eyes to show something that's not even real. Birth has become such a tragic event. It is unreal. But didn't I show y'all I could do this? Look how big my belly got. Now, the first thing the doctors would have said was she has gestational diabetes. Really? Because, first of all, I don't even feel sick. Like, you gotta be joking. How do I have gestational diabetes? Because my belly is so big. But each woman is always gonna be different, correct? I'm doing everything right. I don't even eat sugar. So how do I have diabetes? I don't even eat meat. You understand what I'm saying? So, just be careful out here, family. You just want to be careful. Birth is such a beautiful thing, and our right is like war on us. We've been hysterectomies, our ovaries are being removed, our tubes. Some of these women come to me, they tell me the story, and I literally want to jump through the phone, find their doctor, and choke them out. Because I cannot believe that a hysterectomy was even performed. I can't believe sis just lost her right tube for some of the crap I hear. Stop. Just stop. Like, I can't tell y'all like that, but it is painful what I see y'all go through. Take care of yourself so that you don't have to be put in a position to be in their care. Because once you're in their care, good luck getting out. Right. They had a sister call me, and she was already in the emergency room. And they were doing Pitocin on her, but she can feel that it wasn't time for her baby to come through. So she didn't even start dilating because Pitocin is an artificial form of oxytocin.
This girl said Facebook is being a little bitch and won't let her see you live. Anyway, I ordered my second tea today. That is so messed up.
Facebook, y'all already know. Y'all already know it don't agree with what I'm saying. So who cares?
That's okay.
I know the risk that I'm taking, and I'ma still.
We're gonna be on YouTube.
Okay.
Or we'll be on.
Yeah, I'm on YouTube
Instagram.
at Krystal The Health Advocate. If anybody can comment letting me know how to take the videos that I do live and put them on my YouTube channel, please let me know. Because I'm trying to do that. I tried to save it. I couldn't do it.
Okay.
So y'all just let me know. Well, let's get this out. I'm not gonna stop.
This
That's
girl,
a fact. That's
Gigi said this. Gigi Paul, I remember her.
Wait, real quickly.
Okay.
So she wasn't dilating. The baby wasn't in danger. She wasn't in danger. She called me. She was like, "By right, can I go home?" I said, "Listen, sis, I can't give you no medical advice. But if it was me, I would go home." And she went home. She went home. She's sitting up in there, machines attached to her. These poor children can't keep getting born like this. Y'all have to understand that what we do now affects every single generation.
Sorry, guys.
Behind us. The way you give birth affects the gut flora. The gut flora affects the brain. When you give birth at home, the gut flora is different because it isn't trying to survive all these organisms that's found in a hospital. Everything is a difference when you're at home. I'm telling you. So take care of yourself, and you are more than capable of having a home birth. It is getting so traumatic that the stories being told to me are awful. They're horrifying. Unnecessary sections, that's what I call them. Unnecessary doping you and the baby up. You're in this bright area. Slow down. That's that golden milk flow. Sorry, y'all. But, so we gotta give birth better. If not for yourself, for the other generation. And this is nothing new. This is what your grandmother did, okay? We have just forgotten who we were. We have just forgotten what we were capable of doing. Because modern medicine came into the play, and they did a good job of erasing what we had knew already. So this is nothing new. You have every capability of doing this. Don't ever fear that whatsoever. And you all need to be doulas. You all need to support each other during birth. Okay? Don't look at your sister and say, one girl was like, "I'm going to give birth at home," and the comments were awful. They were saying, "Oh, your house going to smell like fish." Wow. No, sis, your diet got your cat smelling like fish. Don't ever say that about a woman who chooses to give birth at home. Don't do that. We have to support each other. Regardless if you want to go to a hospital and give birth, I'm not going to be mad at you. You know, am I going to hurt a little bit inside? Probably, because I know it's not the best thing, but I'm still going to support you. So whatever decision you make, we need to start supporting each other. Let our sisters know that, hey, if you give birth at home, I'm going to be there. Mom's gonna be there. All our cousins gonna be there. 12 of us gonna show up. 13 of us. The whole family coming like they got food there. Like they got a barbecue going on. Support your sisters in birth. It's important. We need this. Okay? Another thing. Yeah, we about to go. He going today? I'm gonna be stuck here.
No. It's
so
up the street. What time it is?
well, I'm about to be done, y'all. And then
no, they
another
close
thing,
at 5. No.
Stress causes miscarriages.
Oh.
Stress causes birth defects, and stress causes complications. So I say to the men, you really, you gotta support these ladies. You know, if this is what you choose, even let's say we get pregnant, it doesn't work out, go around. Ask her, does she need a feet rub? Ask her, is there anything that you can do, because you still took a hand in creating that life. So you have to make sure that her pregnancy, sisters, mothers, aunties, support the pregnant women. And I don't care if this her 17 baby and you tired of her getting pregnant. It don't matter. She bringing life. Hey, did she always make the right decisions? No. Did you always make the right decisions? No. So we have to support the women who are carrying life. Because even if you're mad at her for making bad decisions, that baby don't got nothing to do with that. Make sure she is stress-free. Whatever you can do to help her, help her. And I wish I could take all you pregnant women.
I have a comment. I haven't read it all.
Okay.
It's from Ramisha. I just left a doctor who is telling me if I don't get in vitro because I don't have tubes and the endometriosis is so bad, if I don't get pregnant by next year, they're going to take my ovaries. He basically said I have less than a year to figure it out. I'm currently taking your endometriosis tea and the baby boom plus.
Why would he tell her, are they gonna take your ovaries? That's what he said, right?
And if she keep her ovaries, what's gonna happen to her?
Who is that body belong to? So sis,
I'm done.
We got all this going on.
Did I read that right? Let me look again.
We're taking some of the herb. You know,
they were going to take my ovaries.
You might have had some changes. You feel like it's not enough changes. What's next? So let's say, okay, I'm addicted to doing this. I really can't seem like I can change. Let it go a little bit. Say, you know what? Okay, well, we're not going to do cold drinks. We're going to eliminate cold drinks. This is literally the journey that I took. I stopped meat cold turkey, but I was a candy addict. So candy was one of the last things I let go. But I started taking steps. No meat, no cheese, this and that. And then week by week, the pound shedded. Week by week, everything we get different. So you got to work with the herbs. Don't let them make a decision for you, and you can change your own world. I had lupus, people. There's no sign of lupus anymore. I gave birth at home with nothing. Like, no attention. You can do this. I'm not telling you this. I'm no different than you. You can do it. Let me motivate you with these words real quick. You can do it. It's how bad you want it. If you want to make a change, you have to eat life up. Eat it up, okay? You're going to say, I'm going to stop all this stuff that's making me sick.
Okay, so we answered Gigi's question about is it possible
is the AC
natural birth.
It
went off. And then she's saying thank you because you answered her question. She said, I'm so scared due to my lupus because that's why I had to have an emergency section at 26 weeks.
Okay, so what did they say to have you get the emergency C-section? I'm going to wait for her to answer that.
Gigi, that question, we just answered
because you had
asked you a question from your question.
What made them have to take the baby at 26 weeks? I'm sure there was a lot of times if I would have went to the doctor during this pregnancy, they'd have been like, come on, sis, never mind.
Right. I can only imagine. Now, someone said they had 2 miscarriages, one as recently as June. What could they do?
I'm
hopefully
so sorry.
To prevent it.
First of all, we have to make sure that your egg quality is correct because the body is intelligent. If the egg quality is poor and they feel like there's going to be more than... If they feel like the child's going to have birth defects, they're going to terminate. If the cervix is weak, you're going to have a miscarriage. If the sperm quality was poor, you're going to have a miscarriage. Especially if you're still continuing to have sex when his sperm quality is poor. So we have to be aware of all that. You can do the blood purifier to make sure you don't get an infection. You want to start over with the baby boom. Or iron, a lack of iron is also linked to miscarriages. So you want to make sure you're doing the baby boom, you're treating your body right, you're preparing. Your husband is doing the same because he plants the seed, okay? So sperm vitality, eating better, getting better habits, you know.
Tiffany, okay. Tiffany Rose, she said, maybe I missed the answer. Did you go to the doctor at all during your pregnancy, after or for a yearly checkup? This is only you.
I ain't no lying now. Y'all can never try to bust me. No, I'm playing. Of course. So when I always say, "Oh, I never went to the doctor," this is because I've never went to the doctor and got like medical for her. Here's what happens. This is my second home birth. When you try to get a birth certificate, they say, "Oh, well, where's your proof that you was ever pregnant?" I have Google pregnant pictures. I was on Facebook Live. They don't care. You have to have it from a doctor. So this is what you do. And now she know I played a girl. So I went to the doctor, and we was just running it. "Oh, yeah, I'm going to do the birth." Oh, so girl, you ain't going to never see me again. I'm just here to use you for that paper. So basically, I went. They was like, "Oh, we can do the Doppler." No, because the Doppler is a form of ultrasound. I denied the Doppler. I don't want it. No, thank you. I can hear the baby's heart with a fetal scope, and obviously I know there's a heartbeat because the first appointment, how many months was I, man? Like 3 months?
Yeah, something like that. 3 months or 4 months.
So obviously I know the baby is growing. I'm no fool.
Get the water.
And then, so I did go, and then they asked me to do the cervical exam where they stick their fingers in me with gloves and violate my sacred space with my baby in there, and I totally denied that. But I did let her put her measuring tape around my belly, which I felt like was no big deal. Who cared? So then after we talked for a little while, I was like, "Can I have a copy of my visit today?" Because I'm just playing. It is what it is. Sorry, lady, who, if you ever see this, it is what it is. I was like, "Can I have a copy of my visit today?" She gave me a copy of the visit, and she ain't never saw me again. So that's what I mean. I never went to the doctor between that one time.
Stop calling.
That was it.
They called me. They
Oh yeah, and then it was harassing me, calling me. I had to block them. And then it was calling my mama, talking about your Krystal's contact. We lost some money. I mean, a patient today. We trying to get her back in. Y'all never gonna see me again. I got what I needed. So when I say no medical attention, yeah, I went to that one doctor's visit, let her measure my stomach. She ain't never saw me again, none of them, ever. Not an emergency room, not another doctor, none of them. Nope. So that's what I mean.
Gigi replied.
I'll be lying, girl. Okay.
Gigi replied. She said the baby just stopped growing and I was anemic really bad. Damn.
Okay.
But she was just
the baby didn't stop
weeks.
growing because of the lupus. You heard what she just said?
She said the baby just stopped growing and
what did
I was
just
anemic
say?
really bad.
If you don't have enough iron,
that's right,
in the system, you barely can do what you need to do to function. Especially when you create life.
Purified today?
It wasn't because of the lupus. That's why I asked that question.
Because I'm going to give you some iron,
It was because you was anemic. If there are no, if oxygen is not getting to the red blood cells, helping them to multiply, helping them to grow, helping them to be sturdy, you don't have no iron, which is oxygen, the baby can't grow. That's like number, 4 on the miscarriage list? Not even that. I think number 3.
And she said growth restrictions.
Yeah, so that wasn't the lupus, that was the iron, babes. And then let's talk about prenatal pills. I say prenatal pills, my iron level still didn't go up. It's not the right iron, sis. That's why you get constipated. Minerals, 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 minerals. Herbs. Thinking nettle red, raspberry.
Tell them you switched doctors on them.
Yeah, oh yeah. Oh, I want to tell y'all that too. And y'all go to the doctor, just telling them all type of stuff, get the DCF calls on you. Lie, okay? You want to lie to your boyfriend, lie to your mama, lie to them, okay? I'm not saying lie to them. I ain't giving y'all no advice, but I would. Say for instance, there's something you don't agree with. And you know they're going to try to call the big boys on you for denying the right that you have perfect right to do. But that's just who they are, because they bullies. Then you would say, "Oh, okay, well, great. We'll take that advice. But you know what? My sister's friend is a doctor, and I think that I'll start going to her practice because she specializes in this area." Lie. I mean, not you lie. I'm a lie. Okay, do what you gotta do.
Wink, wink. All right, here's something else real quick, and then I'll tell you what Gigi said. Has anyone gotten pregnant with a tubal using the Baby Boom Plus? Didn't you put
Was they
some-
tubes tied already?
Yeah, with the tubal.
Tubal reversal. I don't know. See, y'all be doing me wrong. They got so many other babies out there that haven't been claimed. I done had the one tube, the PCOS, a black tube. I'm not sure if I've had a tube, but if anybody's out there who's listening and you got pregnant off my tube, my teeth with tied tubes, please reach out. I need that info, okay? Because these sisters out here need encouragement. They do. They really, really do. They need to know that there is help besides fake help that causes other side effects.
Okay, this is what Gigi said. She just replied. She said, I've tried everything but didn't know you at the time, but now I do, with a lot of smiley faces. And Farrell, she said, my iron is currently very low, but I have been taking my divine iron and golden goddess. Thanks to you, I'm at 13 weeks. All right.
Oh, congratulations. So, here's another thing. A lot of people take the divine iron and say the iron levels are still low. Be aware. Spinach, corn, soy, and any bean except for the chickpea blocks the absorption of iron. Oh, smoking too and weed. That's why the lips get black. No oxygen's going to the lips. If no oxygen getting to the lips, no oxygen getting to
sorry guys, I shook that because I just read
the baby. So you have to understand that spinach has that same effect that blocks in iron absorption. Blocking oxygen. Spinach is not. This is why I'm so stuck on the alkaline diet. Okay, you can argue me down. You can do what's best for you. That's fine. I don't want to eat any hybrids because spinach is a hybrid and it blocks the absorption of iron. So how am I supposed to get my full, complete minerals and vitamins if I'm eating food that's a blocking absorption of minerals and vitamins? Corn is another one. Yes, corn was native to the Native Americans, but you ain't eating that corn. That's why you see it in your poop. They didn't see it in their poop. You can't digest it because it comes straight out of a lab, okay? So be aware. Also, a lot of people get one bottle of this and say, I took it for 3 days and it wasn't working, so I stopped taking it.
Wow.
Some of these herbs need a consistent. For instance, hawthorn berry. Hawthorn berry is for the heart. Hawthorn berry is that's why it's called hawthorn berry. Okay, they just try to switch the spelling up so you don't put two and two together. Okay? It is for clogged arteries, heart, blah, 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 whatever. Okay. It takes a while to get in the system. You're not going to stop taking your medication. You see where your mind at? You ain't going to stop taking your medication and you know it's killing your pancreas. But you want it to help your high blood pressure. Okay? My Vanish craving. It takes, 10 days for some of these herbs to get into the blood. Then they got to go past all that other stuff.
Damn, I left my eye magic.
So, and I'm like, I'm sitting hunchback Notre Dame. I'm trying to feed her on this chair. But, yeah, so be consistent. It takes 10 days for some of the herbs to get in the system. You have to give stuff time.
You need him to help me push that chair back so you can sit right?
It's okay. You got to give stuff time. You got to give it time. If you don't stop taking your medication, don't stop taking the herbs saying they're not working.
All right, here's a comment from Naki, and I'm sorry, girl, if I pronounced it wrong. Naki or Naki. She said, I'm currently on the divine iron and blood purifier. I haven't had any cramps or pain with my menstrual this month. Awesome.
Because you got enough iron, sis. That's what's up.
That's right.
That's what's up. Seriously.
And so we had another question. It was
she wrote the question down, y'all. She's not playing.
This one was further up, and it was someone who spoke about the grandson. He's never ate consistently. His diet he doesn't eat a lot. So he's older now, and she wants to know, is there anything that we have that would make the child want to eat more? Because he's not consuming enough food.
And we know this because he has brain issues.
She hasn't said any of that.
He's low on weight. No, I'm serious.
Right. If you can come back and chime in whomever you are, give us a little more details as to
because
why he's not eating.
Right, I want to know what's being affected by him not having a big appetite. Because we fought, remember, the stomach is the size of your fist. This is a baby's fist. You see Divine Fist? They giving babies like her 3-4 months old rice and what they call that stuff that you put in the milk. It is rice. Oats and stuff.
Right,
saying
it's called
that the
rice.
milk's not good enough when the baby's stomach this big.
Right,
and then you give it to them. The gut flora, because studies show that you're not even supposed to be giving the baby anything less than a year, because the gut flora is not mature enough.
That's right.
Don't come in my inbox asking me. Never mind.
Okay, here's Kenyana. Those minerals and vitamins is crucial. I wasn't deficient at all through my pregnancy. Never took any prenatal, only teas from Krystal Alkaline.
That's my girl.
Go girl.
Stone.
Yes,
Did
ma'am.
you have the baby, sis? I seen a few suspicious statuses, but I'm not sure if you did. Congratulations. See, she one of the ones who got pregnant off my tea, and about 5 of us had already had our babies. So they just think the women imaginary. And then some woman gonna text me
It's cool.
where the women who've had the babies. Look, sis. First of all, I don't know if they want you to know who they are.
Make it go up by just one.
Secondly,
I'm freezing. My tips are cold.
I don't follow all of them. Now, a few we do get pretty
Just go up by
attached,
one.
and we stay friends throughout the remainder of their pregnancy. But it's not many. I don't just be 100 pregnancies. I follow all of them. We go throughout the whole pregnancy together. I would love that, but we just don't. It's just too many.
Right.
And y'all, I'm not. Guess what? I said 100 pregnancies, and then we going to sale, but it's moving too fast.
We're going to have to postpone that. No, I'm just kidding.
No, but I'm going to make sure all my herbs and glasses here, because they be playing games at the post office. I had the post office to open my stickers that go on my glass, my logo, and steal them. Because they mad. They don't
Every last one.
We come to the package, the post office, 70 packages. They make us go back in line. We can only do 10 at a time, then we back in line.
At the Loyola.
I'm updating my system. My website will be done by July 15th, I think, or July 20th. And it's going to be magnificent. We're going to have frequent asked questions. We're going to have the thing where they just ship out and they automatically send a little tracking to your thing. That's why I'm so behind on tracking. You have to understand, it's so difficult. And if anybody has any advice as to how to do tracking.
Get this off.
Because I have to do it so manually now. I mean, before I did the website.
Sorry, guys.
I'm just doing the shipping label. Because it's hard for me to keep up with everything opposed to doing. I am not a small business anymore. I'm getting average of 50 orders a day. And it's very difficult for me to say, like, will we get tracking? Hopefully, sis. Hopefully you'll get tracking. Look, just let me know if you don't get it. Let me know. Then I can go down the list and see what happened to the package. But it is so difficult. And then on a good day, we talking about 75 orders. And then we talking about women who placing orders for 5 teas at a time. It's a serious business. So it's hard to update tracking.
His tongue was attacked.
But with this new system, it's gonna do the tracking like right to your email. So ladies, stop forgetting to put your complete address.
Oh yeah, somebody today
Stop
didn't have
forgetting
that
to put that apartment number. Please help me help you.
Charged.
Because
we have to charge
they keep
people.
coming back to me. Every day I get a package returned to me. And I'm just thinking to myself, how in the world do I reach out to everyone that came back? Hey sis, your package was returned. You forgot to put your apartment number. It's starting to become impossible because I got too much going on. Please double check the address, ladies. That's very important.
Because they charge us.
Yeah, and then I gotta reship. I asked you, well, can you handle the reshipment? And then you mad with me like I ain't losing money because you forgot to put your apartment number on there. That's messed up. And I would never expect nobody to do that to me. But see, y'all don't play with Walmart like that. Y'all don't play with Target like that. Y'all gonna stop treating black businesses so wrong. We supposed to be families. Stop doing me like that. Stop coming in my inbox. Do I have coupon codes? Like, I mean, what coupon codes does Walmart have besides their sales every now and then? Don't do me that. I gotta live like, and I'm generous. I play games with y'all where I give out free teas and cool, because I will always give back because that's my heart. Now I feel like I just give stuff away for free. So I feel like don't kind of take that for weakness and don't like try to play me. That's what I don't like.
Today's the night.
You know, so, but I still love y'all. Like, we gonna always do, I do the sales for y'all. If it was up to me, Lord Jesus, the last sale, man, we ain't that. Lord, oh my God.
That was too much. We're not doing sales.
No,
just
that's
kidding.
not. We just
That was totally.
That was the best sale I had ever had in my life, and we would have been rolling.
Crazy.
We'd have been rolling.
It was crazy.
Had the post office not delayed. What was
the herbs? It was your herbs. This time it wasn't.
I think they know when I do sales, y'all. So this time, no sale until the herbs are in the house. Cause see, I order them more than I say. Oh, I'm gonna have a sale. Let me order the herbs, and they'll be arriving like 2 days, and it don't come. The post office stole it or just weird stuff, but they're not going to stop me. So.
All right, let me just make a comment here from Denisha. She said, my friend didn't go to the doctor until she was 5 months. They told her that because she was waiting so long to come get the baby checked out that they could report her to DCF. So she needed to be sure that she came to every doctor's appointment. And that's what they'll do. I worked at a hospital, but not in that area. But I do know for a fact, working with the doctors, is that they would tell them that because they don't know their history, and they would so-called say that they were afraid because they don't know if the person has had any issues prior to that, and they don't want to be the ones who have to do it.
Everything is fear-based. The reason you get the glucose test is fear-based. The reason you get an ultrasound is fear-based.
You are?
The reason you get epidural is because you're afraid of the pain during the baby. The reason you get Pitocin is because you're afraid that if you go past 41 weeks, something will happen. What the hell are we all afraid of? That's a problem.
She's spitting. Right there, the towel to your right, Krystal.
Stop overeating, Divine.
No more breasts for you.
On a weight loss regimen. She comfort eats because they get
some more. It's coming out.
Obsessed with the
She's like,
and she eat when she don't have to. Divine gonna go to the doctor. I'm bringing her to
Krystal is all on her mouth right
I'm bringing her to the doctor. Okay.
Can your tubes grow back once they have been completely removed?
Yep. Everything's supposed to be able to grow back, but that's a lot of work. We talking about where we
battery
come
low.
down. You gotta be fasting. You gotta be raw. You gotta be like, yeah, my tubes regenerated itself. Just like your hair and your nails go back, everything is capable of growing back. You gotta feed the body the proper tools to do so. So, I forgot what I was saying about, the DCF. They're gonna report her for not coming to get doctor's visits.
Yeah. They're gonna report her because they say,
God.
you've caused, you've neglect. If something was to
so
happen.
wait, is it written?
Here's this.
If something were to happen.
Right,
So
if the baby is
basically
delivered.
they can't report her until the baby comes here and they see if something happened.
But how can it still be her
DCF
fault?
on the hospital?
Yeah, that's a good one.
When they're doing stuff and your baby don't make it. That's what I want to know. Oh no, they're going to pay you some money and tell you, don't worry about it.
All right, Janine had a question. Should I order Divine Iron and Baby Boom Plus to help with fertility to help me from the 2 miscarriages? So apparently she had 2 miscarriages. And now
then once you get pregnant, it's about sustaining that pregnancy. It's about, okay, shit, I'm pregnant now. We doing fruits in the morning. We doing salads during the day. At least until you make it past that point that you miscarried. Not saying just F it and start eating Vitamin, but at least put in that work a little. Then you want to make sure people who suffer from miscarriages are not having sex. Okay, this is a big issue, blah, 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 whatever. Have sex as much as you want during pregnancy, who cares? But you have to understand that semen has a chemical in it, not even a chemical, whatever you call it, that softens the cervix. So if you suffer from
4227926.
if you don't give nobody a number, if it's not,
they don't know what their record is.
So you have to take preventive care, and it doesn't have to be because you do suffer with miscarriages. No sex until you get past the week that you miscarried. Straight fruits and salads, straight herbs, nurturing yourself, talking to the baby, loving the baby. All that's real. Y'all don't think it goes that deep. Y'all don't think we should get into the metaphysical of things. But it gets that deep. Telling the baby to hold on. Telling the baby you'd love to meet it. Not being stressed. Not being worried that you're going to miscarry again. We don't want to create life from something that wouldn't even be if you didn't feed it that.
Krystal, Tremaine has asked this. Hello? Are you coming to Dallas? Because she's asked again and again.
Okay.
Please answer. Not that
I
we know.
can be booked any and everywhere. You know, the baby is getting a little older. So
Are you
if
coming
there's
to
an event, as far as me going by myself and doing and like a cross the country thing, I'm gonna have to wait till the baby get a little older. But say for instance, you're putting together something and you want to book me. You need to reach out to me. They're gonna be like, we tried, we'll never get no response.
Oh well, sorry guys. We're answering these questions as much as
So you keep reaching out. That's how you keep reaching out. You know, even sometimes it's good for people to say, hey, I messaged you. They're like screaming at me on Facebook, then I click on it right on the message, whatever. Then you can book me. You do have to cover flight. You do have to cover certain things, but you know, we'll discuss that. I don't charge like $1 million to come give you information because I'm not like that. But you do have to kind of pay for my time, but it won't be like super expensive. So I mean, something, whatever.
What are the side effects of IVF from Laura?
You're gonna have to look that up, sis.
Okay, moving
Any
along.
medication, I suggest, because I get this question, oh, what are the herbs gonna interfere with? Seriously? What's your medication gonna interfere with? You gotta be joking me. Because my herbs are not gonna have side effects like your medication will.
Right.
So this is what I encourage all people to do. When you're on a certain medication, always know the side effects. There's always side effects. Always. Always. And doesn't that bother you? Like, come on, y'all. And don't talk about nursing. I swear to y'all. If a doctor says, well, whoever says one more time, this medication is safe while nursing, stop it. It'll dry that breast milk up in 6 seconds because the epidural will. And I'm so tired. Okay, it's safe to give the baby. It's safe to do while you're nursing. Put it in a cup of water and dilute the medicine in a cup of water and give it to the baby. Because it's safe for it. It's safe. Go ahead, Ma. What you was looking like that for?
Kenyatta Stone, she just wanted to put this out here. She said, I had lupus, and it was a matter of changing my diet and detoxing my body. Had to cleanse my blood and colon. Krystal also told me of some herbs I could use as well. And when I had my blood drawn back in March, guess what? I was completely clear of lupus.
I love you, Kenyatta.
Congratulations.
I don't know if you be feeling
That is awesome.
But I love you. Like, she got
Kenyatta,
pregnant.
that is
Man.
awesome.
Congratulations, sis. Lupus. I don't want to say the big C word. Bees.
Wait, I already answered her question.
All of those things. You can handle it. Just stop being so afraid. You die from the fear alone. Oh.
This must be
I
Alice
got
who
this. I'm going to put
asked.
this title. I got cancer. I'm dying. Don't even say it. Ignore it, girl. No, I'm just playing. So they have a clip on me. Krystal Alkaline Doula said, ignore the disease and just die and pretend you don't have it. Now,
His
we ain't
tongue
even
was
playing those
attached to the
games.
bottom of his mouth.
Wait, what's the title?
This must be Alice who talked about her grandson. Is this because I can't see the original message?
Okay, so what's
he had a lizard lung when he was born, and we had to scrape his tongue to get him to eat. And then she goes on to say his tongue was attached to the bottom of his mouth.
Okay, I know what she's talking about. They had to clip the little thing to really, okay. So
is that why he would not eat? That's why he couldn't eat, maybe? I can't look at the...
malnutrition. Okay, so
I can't see the original message.
You want to do the Golden Goddess, which is basically a nutritional packed mineral powerhouse. So even if he doesn't pick up eating all these foods that he know probably ain't helping him, he'll get the minerals that he needs to grow properly. Have y'all noticed that the people never came?
Yes, I wanted to tell you that.
What people?
When she texted him about the and they never came. Maybe that's what them calling.
Divine is a genius. Oh, that could have been.
Oh my God.
Was it a 504 number?
Yes.
Oop. See, oop.
Oh. Wait, we're going to have to pause this for a second, baby.
No, real quick because I'm about to end it. So they...
One more question. We have been married. No, but this was a while. 13 years. I think I am menopause. Is it too late for me to conceive? I have 4 grown daughters. I have 4 grown daughters, and he doesn't have any children of his own. We are both type 2 diabetes. I remember seeing something like this.
Okay, he don't have no children. That don't make you suspicious that it may be him too. So, stop saying it's too late. When a woman is born, a baby is born, inside of her there are 14 million eggs. 14 million. Divine gonna be ready when she drop her first egg. So, diet plays a big part in losing egg quality, blah, 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 blah. Once you change the diet, get the herbs, nothing is too late. This is why you have the 70-year-olds who don't eat them. Yeah, you can get pregnant. By him not having any children, that's a little suspicious. So you definitely want to do the sperm vitality for him. The blood purifier, because we don't know what's circulating in his blood. A lot of medications stop y'all men's sperm from doing what it has to do.
Please put the super tonic baby herbs out there. I will purchase it. Thanks for all. And then,
love y'all.
And then, let's see. I think that's it. How many days of the teas? How many days do the teas last after steeping them? A week.
No, it depends because you got to put it in the refrigerator. Like this one, say I'm drinking this, and if it's warm in my house and I left it out all day, it's gonna taste gross. So I would have to put this back in the refrigerator. Say I want to save this for tomorrow. It has to be refrigerated. That's my whole point.
So I'm okay to cut out meat and dairy now that I'm pregnant? Jesus.
Absolutely.
Is it okay to go cold? Yeah.
Girl, let me
just
tell
get the gold.
You know what they
pregnancy collection package.
You know what they say? They say that that's too hard of a detox. You gotta be joking. You know what's too hard for your baby? Not being allowed to grow. And feeding it meat and dairy leaves it in an environment where they cannot grow or be nourished at all. So you mean to tell me, your body, no, you got it, sis. You got to change it. Because it's more deadlier for you to keep it the way it is opposed to changing it to something better.
Right. Okay, Nikki says, how good is a fibroid fighter against PCOS? We pretty much talked about the fibroid fighter. With PCOS, it depends
PCOS, the fibroid fighter breaks up fibroids, which is a very hard fibrous tissue. So you're talking about PCOS and cyst or fluid-filled sex. That's a wrap on that. Fibroid fighter with that is, you that's perfect for it.
Right. Okay, I think that's all the questions, guys. Wait, one more real quick. I'll pay. Okay, Tiffany said, I'll pay for your stay, flight, etc. to come to New York City. Okay.
You want to go? You want to go tonight?
I've been mixing my divine iron and purify. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Because you can mix up the 3 teas, which you said 5 today.
Yeah, you can.
So the tea can be drank cold. She asked that.
I mean, watch yourself.
See
basically,
vasectomy reversal.
Yeah, same thing. Okay, get your stuff, baby.
Get your stuff, Jaqueline.
Yeah, go ahead. But anyway, so wait, what we were talking about again? Vasectomy?
No.
You should show them how you party on the pot.
She said she'll pay for you to stay flight.
Yeah, you said something about a vasectomy, Mom.
Yeah, vasectomy reversal. Is that a possibility?
Now, guess what? When vasectomy, sperm vitality. You can still.
So
I know a lot of people who got a vasectomy and still.
So can the tea be drank cold?
Okay.
And then put it like.
I say this all the time. No cold, no hot food. The body is at 98.6 degrees. Anything you eat too cold or too hot, destroy that. Not only does it destroy, cold really destroys the digestive system. Really? Hot, not so much.
Is that really?
But I got a potty too, y'all. I'm gonna have to go. So you want to drink? I'd rather you drink it cold. Oh no, do room temperature. But it's just like y'all be having to just do the best you can. Just do the best you can. But
don't worry.
I wouldn't recommend cold. And if you drink it hot, you'll start sweating. Your head will start hurting.
Yeah,
so you know, and stop being afraid of herbs. That's another thing bothers me.
Okay. I think that's it. Let's
Y'all
see.
ain't afraid of medication, trying to fix your heart and make you crippled. Afraid the herbs come out the ground that God gave y'all.
Wow. I drank the pregnancy collection throughout my pregnancy. I contacted Krystal Alkaline Doula because my doctor said I was high risk because I had my last at 24 weeks and my cervix was really low. Guess what? Don't crack your knuckles behind me. Sorry, guys. Wait, she said more. I couldn't read it all. Here we go. My last at 24 weeks and my cervix was really low. I gave birth June 27 with no complications. I was 10 days past my due date.
Yay!
I only went to the appointment as well, and my son was born 8 pounds and 9 ounces.
Oh my God, congratulations.
And this Kimberly got.
Oh my God, can you inbox that to me? Let's put that on the Facebook wall and
I contacted
know.
My doctor said
Girl,
I was high risk because I had
screenshot
24 weeks and my cervix was really low.
Congratulations, June 22nd, March 22nd. Oh my God, congrats. Oh.
Could you inbox me what I need to purchase? I am the one that has been married 13 years. That's the one who just asked that question, I'm assuming. Gloria Lynn.
So, okay, I said the Sperm Vitality, the blood purifier for the hubby, Baby Boom Plus for you. If you've been on birth control between the time you've had the other children, blood purifier for you. Sperm Vitality, blood purifier. Men lack iron too.
Yeah, this is Gloria. That's the one who said.
That's why I always suggest the blood purifier, Divine Iron. Y'all saw that catnap she took while we was on live, then we'll wake up and bust out.
Okay, guys.
Hey.
Hey.
I taught Divine how to say, hey, yes, use the potty. But we by my sister right now, so I use the green organic cloth diapers. Which is the best because they snap on. And look how big she is. Look how healthy she is. So, say for instance, the DCF tried to do whatever. Okay? Well, we about to have a meet call, duh.
Nobody.
What they gonna say? She been neglected? Obviously. Not. The girl standing 6 feet tall, 185 pounds, talking, pottying. Come on now. Don't be afraid. Stop being afraid. If you doing right by your children, what can they do? Ooh, girl, you're juicy, okay?
All righty.
All right, I love y'all. I'll talk to y'all later. I gotta go. I gotta potty. Ooh. Peace and love, y'all.
How do you?
You gotta